My life is like a cloud, eclipsing the spellbound shroud, anamorphic, a distortion of white infused with a verbal noun, the common ground sight found, in a rooted ground, encapsulate and emancipate, disambiguate, then we all feel great. Not certain, like a curtain with a purpose, to be nervous, to remove the rays of the sun from the one who shelters me from its surface. The sky is a question, not a lesson, a progression, yet less than an honorable mention in a sentence unfit to be fashioned. Pull from the ladder, a hatter, not mad but ink splattered, straight to the dagger, two halves of the same side equally shatter. Feels like I matter, but do I still matter? What is matter? A disaster of masterfully crafted happily ever afters. In the twilight, the half-light of frostbite, which is insight, disguised as a potpourri of memories, as a fictional hindsight. I'm a birthright and a skylight, as the clouds pass could take flight, but my wings against the glass surrender my time yet surpassed. Light on a tower, devoured by the silhouette of a mountain deep fountain, serene and surrounded, yet lonely as an eyelid, horizons and iris. Unseen through the velveteen, in another dream, pretend to be smiling, exist, ritualist, waking just to be kissed by a fevering, unbelieving thing with the most insatiable fix. Cake mix, crucifix, bleed like a monolith, pray it's quick, guillotine through my ivy beams, separate the fruit from the stick. Untamed and unknowing, ashamed of foregoing, adrift like a snowflake in wind ceremony, jaded, scandalous, the extravagant fabulous. They are fathomless and blasphemous, close to us, enemies thus. Fatal flower, one thorn is a petal empowered, contravene in the fallout stream, assembling in meteor showers, in the mouth of sour, ground down to a pulp in hours, a fallacy of the practically fantasy NPCs.
A cosmic kiss of love. Suddenly I can breathe, no doubt. With everyone's memoirs, faithfully under the sea of stars. A cosmic kiss of love. Suddenly I can breathe, no doubt. With everyone's memoirs, faithfully under the sea of stars.
A faceless canvas in a center of catastrophic canny, sleek with the taste of ghostly flesh, alabaster caster curvaceous, singing songs between the eyes, melodramatic, entice, prototype, minimalized, less of an impact, more of a pantomime. Sands of time, like the snowfall, monochrome reflections in dead space between inflections, please my solitary questions, different kinds of regressions, unsatisfied intentions, woven with a pony glyph, none like my honorable mentions, as if we feeble grow as see-through, frostbitten tall cathedrals, needle, lethal steeple, armored sheep seem so medieval, yet we break through into voodoo, caught between the gaze of me too. When the day comes, what should we do? Paint a lie in vibrant stereo, wake the world with sun and halos, audacious manifesto, portfolio of a radio, ever in the embryo cosmos, a renaissance of semblance, devil dancing only at first glance, but the fact of the matter simply is, our life is a winding happenstance. Couldn't sell my soul to the devil, cause the cat's my only treasure. Emphatically measured, immersion floods without meta, still chosen, yet stolen in a parabolic sun kiss. A full focused into moments, so free like a candy lotus. I receive all my blessings from the cigaretteless homeless, like at the end of an ocean, under a video game notion. There is a motion of slowing, invisible lines flowing. Hit a wall and stall your crawl until the pixels eat the floating. Must be a reason why these minds all died and I'm still left here knowing. No Hufflepuff, I can't adjust to the normal fluff, it's not enough. I'm jigsaw, triple flawed, destiny caused invitations to Ravenclaw. A majority of minorities that know idiocracy was a documentary, the world is a seed, and the water, well that's just a memory. I'm not hopeless, I just hope less, imbued with a photosynthesis, but I fear the sun, so my evanescence becomes a sentence. Then my voice remains stole with the science, non-compliance, animate words to a strong alliance with the minds who worship silence. Better yet, take a bet, the world look better through a tape cassette, reinventing your alphabet. Wake your head, let the sunshine fill your bed, it's Groundhog Day on repeat again. I'm a tardigrade in marmalade, chime sweet like a lemonade serenade.
We'll never see eye to eye if we've never met. The world stands on a precipice of television sets. We'll never see eye to eye if we've never met. The world stands on a precipice of television sets. We'll never see eye to eye if we've never met. The world stands on a precipice of television sets. We'll never see eye to eye if we've never met. The world stands on a precipice of television sets.
I froze your tears and made a dagger, a poem called Excalibur. My heart was at its softest, sounds prolific but I saw it on The Office. Let's call this what it is, being played like cards that are all the same. Fire Drake, give and take is like eating your name of a birthday cake. A complimentary commentary, commandeering the literary. Love the ice cream, not the cherry. Life isn't heavy, just unwary. Words get trapped in a monastery, beckoning the unsung to carry on and on through constellations. Fabrication, education, questions are weapons, good intentions, refuge, imaginations, blind with no afterthoughts. When I put out my stocking for Santa, he only gave me the other sock. I'm the glitch in GTA where the criminal runs into the ocean. Nostalgia veins like an ocean, must not stop, just keep in motion. The time to fall is approaching, art incarnate, gestate, meditate. 1,000 souls become lost in the crossfade. Time of kings has succumbed to reigning. The night is a painting, wax and waning. Marshmallow the fellow, from a lion straight down to a sparrow. At least I can fly, but I lost my pharaoh. 6 feet down in an earthly shadow. Don't be mad though, still we grow so. Feed on the water, let it fill your marrow. Life is an orchestra without the maestro, and I'm a dying plant in the pot 10 miles from the meadow. Black space beyond the stars, are we your voice now just past Mars? Time is a sound so deafening that naturally your ear should ring. It don't mean a thing unless happening is mastering the everything we can't sing. Starve in a world so plentiful, our history is air we breathe but can't see. I am the storm, I've come from the north, I refuse to change my present course. Of course I will apply the force unnaturally, catastrophe we'll see. Humbly under the tree, kiss the lips of a full eclipse. Try to come down from the starry skies, but I fade away now in the sunrise. 1, 2, 3 a.m. in the cerebellum, continuum of pendulum, vanilla, east side bay in the entryway, the window frame conveys became we don't stay the same. Inflamed again, full pretend, the conscious dreams will never end. Tinfoil hat, aristocrat, how about that, the habitat of a pirate stat? Filled to the chin with an evil grin, my early bird resides within, the identical twin of a worm that is stripped of its neck of kin. The animal skin is so damn thin, campaign loony bin, in the arms of a grenade safety pin. Tyrannical sin with a crossweave, better believe what they see or it's off to the factory. Love isn't what we see, it's what we feel. Not a sparkle in the eye, not a heartbeat cannibalized. It's more abstract than that, an artifact of simple facts, such as the way a house looks good, some way set to the neighborhood. We never understood, now we understand what we never could. Let's get this right, the scenario, a hand in hand, two eyes for toes, and it shows. Dominate the undertake, overflow. Tomorrow just might be the best day though, although I know this mix is volatile, probable. A methodical liquid obstacle, sludge hammer wit with it. I'm sick a wick, slow burn, bury me down like a candlestick. Quick trick, relentless, I can't cope. Align me carefully to the nearest allotrope. They call me Mr. Dumpling, intricate but as insignificant as a second E string, offspring, offering, fatal to the touch, past tense just as meaningless as the very movie that I hope to reference. Lightning from a mage, straight off the page, poems speak of a robin in the heavens in a rage. Bleeding people with abnormal lives, here I am forever lost in the wrong damn timeline. Painted bees in mercury, the sorcery is like the sea inside of me. Calm in the wake of a master key, but my world is like a nuclear blast from the perspective of the trees. Fairy tales, they don't exist, I insist. I'm a full purebred, happy ending atheist. Life gives you plenty of chances, but they're more like dances where the girl isn't into advances. Been to 9 different countries, ventures untold. Put in charge of aircraft at 19 years old. Turning tides, dethroned as king. Now I'm that one French fry that the bottom of the bag brings. Still edible, incredible, just not credible as a conventional chemical. Common sense is a foreign language, living in an age of dissonance fragrance. Dissonance fragrance, dissonance fragrance. Silver fur, dinosaur literature, like cursive signature, in a way demure and sure to recur. If the cure can concur, sweet the sun blur. I drink Mountain Dew now straight from the aquifer. Poems alone at home, it's so old in my heart. There's a hollow space for a technodrome. This I know, there won't be a Romeo. The window he once climbed is an afterglow. Juliet was just the pilot of a UFO. I found the world in a bag of marbles, cute little circles with their own embargoes. Tilt the axis, split the skin quick. I don't break the mold, I just refuse fit. Not down with resist, aligned with exist. Insomniac twist like a lime shamanist. Quite the purist, prodigious in this. But the world is an egg, 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 the world is an egg. Crystalline begins to spin sin in the bloodstream. Paradox meaning time is weaning. Moonlight shade, residential conclave. Concrete tidal wave caused to deprave. Anyway, say whatever story. Subjugate, celebrate your glory. In the land of the blind, Cyclops is king. But there's no eyes to feed when the sea is unseen. Convene beneath a dream coloring. Bright white parasites slither at the speed of sight. Overnight slow, become the will. That weeping pose just makes too much sense though. Death blows us so with alter egos. Rainbow Tokyo, why don't we go? I'd ask but I already know you see through. Just a collection of letters that once used to be you. In the dawn I'm becoming an angel of blue, with a wing and a chain attached to my shoe. One wave in the grave of apogee. On the contrary, feels right to me. Brain game tethering, my mind needs severing. Life life is an inch when your hobby is measuring. Surrendering to remembering the little things and broken rings surround me, astound thee, guarantee the LSD, PhDs are carefree, worshipping black tea, reality scenes could be hyperbole on the TV. Life is strange but the world's a stage, feet dig so deep when it's time to age. The book of life will fade away when you can't recall what the pages say. Rainstorm forlorn in a swarm of art forms, tears in the rain twice mourned and transformed, hush mentally squeezing the galaxy, allegory 4D realities, rhapsody of opacity, a fallen tree is only finding its center of gravity, casually into happily, I only smile at the wall and sometimes the tapestry, try to describe a memory, magnify the mantis, identifies butterflies, saw a car on a midnight low, through endless roads where friends might flow, the world above is pure indigo, but my head is kinda lost in a streetlight glow, anywhere is here and now's long ago, vertigo, meadow, capture the photo, I prefer the dark industrial park, back roads with a shadow and a question mark, click spark reflection on the snowpack bark, fall apart, abstract art of my heart, float through the trees in a shivering breeze, deep freeze degrees, put my mind at ease, Sunday stargaze seems far away, nowadays sideways is a changing phase, I prefer the dark industrial park, back roads with a shadow and a question mark, click spark reflection on the snowpack bark, fall apart, abstract art of my heart, float through the trees in a shivering breeze, deep freeze degrees, put my mind at ease, Sunday stargaze seems far away, nowadays sideways is a changing phase. It's just a change in phase. It's just a change in phase. It's just a change in phase. It's just a changing phase.